Let's change the pick. Ba 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 ba. These four notes are the most internationally known musical notes in the world. Do 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 do. Probably true. Let's see. Let me get the picture changed here. There we go. Got us a picture. Let me save that. Welcome everybody to a Thursday night. I don't know if that thing has saved yet. I believe it has. All right, here we go. And we are underway. Hello, Cheryl. How are you, sweetie? My great Canadian wonderful friend up there. I hope you're doing well. And Laura Wright. Miss Gina, there she is. The hardest working gal. Working right through it, man. Like only a true American can do. Woo! That's my kind of girl. Tough as nails, man. A southern chick. Bam! Just like that. How you doing, Peachy Pie, Kimberly? Hey, Crystal. Hey, Sandy. How you doing, Nell and Gina? So you got a night off, huh? I'm gonna get to that in a bit, Buff. I'm gonna wait a while. I'm not gonna put it out there because I don't want to have to repeat it 6,000 times. Hello, Blackhearted. Nice to see you tonight. I'm stuffed in like a sausage. I bet they're killing you. I'm stuffed in like a darn sausage here with this day number. What is it? Day 3 with the sausage casing around me. I got a Gmail. Okay, Miguel, right on. Hey, Charla, how you doing? Thanks for asking. Okay, I'm glad you're doing. Are you working from home? Okay. Well, I hope everybody's doing well. I mean, obviously we're in grim times, but we got each other. We got to keep each other sane. We got to have some entertainment. We got to have a few laughs too, and a few things to talk about. We got to touch base. We can't do that. I mean, imagine me. How am I going to meet Gina? I can't have to have social distancing now. We'll just we'll just imagine with we'll just do a little touchy feely. Oh yeah, 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 right over there. Yeah. Ooh, a little lower to the left. Ooh, perfect. Okay. How you doing, Gabe? Good to see you. Hello, Lolly. Lolly Cunningham. Hello, Patricia. How are you? Thank you so much for the inserts. They, as usual, Patricia. You've hit things that just smack right into the quality of my life there with those Dr. Scholl's pillow inserts. Those things are amazing. Sugar Cane, nice to see you. Thank you, Buff. We'll get to it, Victor. I know you were so ultra concerned. You were getting ready to put it into gear for Arizona, and I'll tell you when I want to tell you, Victor. Okay, you better stay healthy. We got beach time in our future. Yes, we do. Hello, Seattle Judy. Nice to see you. Nice to see you tonight. I'm so happy this Streamlabs. That's about the only good thing that's gone right this month. Is the Streamlabs has been it's been working well. I'm allowed to do a teaser too. Okay, let's just say D is safe. Okay, so he hasn't, as rumors would have it. Well, it's always two parts. It's always a very interesting story. And then part two is he is not passed on to the other world. And no, he's not passed on from Corona or a Corona Rona. Hey, Kimberly, how are you? Now, based on that, Victor, you should be very happy now. You can punch out for the day and take the night off from trolling and go get yourself a carry-out pizza or something. Yes, nice to see you. Nice to see Gina in here. Hello, PJ. Nice to see you. Arizona dreaming. Ooh, ooh, ooh. On such a lovely day. I can prove that Gina is working, but I don't think she's worked her booty off. I can only pray that that's not the case out there with her. How you doing, Alpha Wolf? What's going on? Nice to see you this evening. Some of Alpha Wolf. Every time he comments on my video, it's always one word: really? Question mark, and then I answer back: really? Yeah, we're all pretty happy. I'm going out of my mind with this I'm going out of my mind with the thoughts of this. I mean, I want to be on the road, but I want to be safe. And I updated Missy Jen today. I also updated. I always have. Well, that's a turn on, Gina. Let me tell you. Too much honey for that. That's okay, honey. I always have people asking me, update the garden. What's going on with the fruit trees and stuff? I gave you the whole 10-minute survey today over on the Rosie Murphy channel. I hope that you will check that out and enjoy that. Next thing, the I want to thank you guys for yesterday. The Chinatown Tenderloin stream was the biggest live stream I ever had in history. 10,000 plus views on that. It just shows you if you're traveling and bringing content that people will enjoy it and want to be along. So thank you guys for making that special, and a special thanks to my moderators, Cheryl. I've got Missy, so many other ones, Tom Finland, and some of the other ones that dedicate time and come in here and just do a wonderful job. So Cheryl, I see you in here now, so I'm going to thank you personally. Things that I need to look up or I need to have. If Cheryl is in there, I've got the answers at my fingertips right there. No matter what I mention, she's able to put something out and just enrich the experience, and I love that. So I'm very happy, very happy about that. Thank you, Gina. Said the orchard looks great. We're going to have our first pears this year, which is exciting. Even Missy Jen was excited. So it's going to be a bonanza of fruit, and I'm really happy about that. I did catch it on replay. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We really, thank you, PJ. We really had a good time, and thank you, YouTube. It's when I'm going live mobile now, they're featuring my content on the recommended page. So I'm very grateful for that. Review a can of coffee? Nah, I don't think I got other things to do. Like I said, I've now reached to the point. 1 month after Marshall was gone, it's good now. I'm happy. I wish everybody well in these times. You don't want to pass out of this life into the next life wishing, having bad thoughts in your head about anybody. And in these times of, illness and when pandemic stalks the land, we never know who might be felled or who might come down with anything. And I wouldn't want it on my thought that I left not wishing everybody the best. So, obviously he's had a long journey back has a long journey back. And I hope it's a safe one and a nice reunion with his mother. And that's the way I feel. I have to have things on a high note because I'm pretty happy. I'm sitting there yesterday. I got Missy Jen. I'm in the middle of a full blown Corona zone, hot zone down there, and I'm just thinking the only thing I can think of is having being safe and protecting our lives, and that was nothing else matters. We'd miss somebody if they weren't if they were down and they were ill. You did the right thing. Well, I'm just saying I can't control that. I don't ever want anybody to have any. Just let people be happy, do their own thing. They make their own choices in life, as I do, and we move forward on that basis. I can't. I thought to myself, I'm 61 years old. I have a different mindset than people that are younger than me. People that younger me seem to have, like D, sort of a devil may care attitude. I could never live. I didn't get raised like that. I got raised as if the roof was going to cave in at any moment. Okay, like just I guess living in fear. You got the rain. Yep. So DeeDub is okay, as you can see in the side chat. We'll just say this now that he's here. That old devil. weed. He'll tell about it on this, I'm sure, in more depth on his channel. But we did talk on the phone today. I was glad he was okay. He did become very sick after we parted. Now, I had thought that I was on a couple of his streams. He was doing the sunset live streams, and I did not have an indication of any illness at that point in time. But by the time he got nabbed, I guess being at the wrong place at the wrong time was with a little bit of wacky weed. His timing was good because they're being a lot more lenient on people now, and he'll tell you the rest of it. But he's okay, and he's surviving, and lives to tell another day. And hopefully next month we will be meeting up in Vegas. I am not sure. Tara is supposed to be up here in May, and I told her today I don't know what it's looking like with Missy Jen and all this kind of stuff. I don't know. It's one thing for me to go out. It's quite another thing for somebody else to come in to the house. So I'm very glad. Yeah, thank goodness. I've had people night and day messaging me, texting me, telling me, I saw these funeral arrangements posted in the paper, all kinds of troll stuff. These passed away and all that stuff. So he's okay. You love the video with Janet, the boss, and Bobby. Yes, believe it or not, 6 years Missy Jen has been on the rancho. So I do not believe that Dee had coronavirus. Reason being, well, maybe, I don't know. I feel probably they tested. I mean, I'm going to let him tell his own story. I'm just here to tell you he's okay. Okay. As usual, most of these stuff comes from, right, when I was in Nebraska, the cop that pulled me over because I didn't yield enough highway space when he had somebody pulled over on the side. And D straight up honest. Cop says, you have any, and see the California plates, you got any weed or paraphernalia? And D's like, yeah. That's it. That was it. Thank you, Angus. Nice to see you. And I'm just sitting here. Oh man, put my head down on the steering wheel. Really, I mean, this Nebraska trooper was really, he was really tight. You know what I mean by tight? It was like his hat was really down tight. Yeah, everybody's happy. The family is all together now. So yeah, RB Deb says, who plays Trump when I called? Well, it seems like that's an embedded answering device on the phone, Deb. Deb was particularly worried. It's like, Rosie, every time I call, I'm getting somebody, President Trump, that's threatening to come and track me down and find me. Thank God I have never hit that voicemail with D yet. I would be freaking out. I had to tell Deb, I don't know. The theories are running around. Okay, D's in the desert. There were some thugs that came. Some illegalos came upon the van. Hey, buenos dias, senor. Buenos dias. Give us your phone. Everything you got. I take the van too. Huh? We didn't know what the hell was going on. Well, I mean, what the hell? I mean, I didn't know what happened. I called the guy for 10 days, and I'm like, I don't know. What am I supposed to do? So he'll have it's driving a lot of people, it's driving a lot of people crazy. But crazy old D, he bounces to the top. I told you guys, he's like the bobber. When you go fishing, right, it floats on the surface, and even if you try to pull it down, it still pops up to the surface again. I mean, he's got street smarts, street wit, and he's around. He's out there doing his thing. I mean, he's got, in a lot of ways, he's got a golden horseshoe up his butt because he hit the right time in that state that they don't want to mess around with anybody being held, and just get the hell out of here, man. Get out of here. Yeah, it's getting to all of us. It is. How you doing, Cindy? Nice to see you, beautiful. So I can't imagine what it's going to be like. But I'm very glad. I had a nice conversation with Dee. We tried to start to lay out some plans for the future coming up. I need to try to integrate that with terrors coming up, and I don't know how that's going to work out. Right now, we're till April 30th, or maybe it's May 2nd. I'm not sure. Yeah, people care about people do care about D. Okay, because he generally is kind to people and tries to be uplifting. I had to run back in the Dollar Tree for Reese's Cups. I need the audacity and try to touch him. What? Gina, a million things just went through my mind. You know? Gina was kind enough to send me a pic with her looking all executive level with her looked like a Brooks Brothers suit on with matching clutch of pearls up there. So, yep, you got out of the yeah. Rob says hi. Okay, hey, thank you, Justin. Nice to see you tonight. Good evening, Joey D. I hope that you are doing well. Yeah, hello, Rob. I don't know why we can't connect on there. The mystery of Dee's phone is that that's an alternate answering. Evidently, if it's people that you know, will get one. Uh, but just mine just kept continuously ringing. Okay, and I guess if it's unknown, not that Deb's unknown, but she must have gotten the president's direct line there and gotten Dee's thing that way. Our schools have been canceled. So have ours, Jan. So have ours. No, Buff, I haven't seen Marshall saying he might quit YouTube for the honor of that. Like I said tonight, I just wish the best. These times are too perilous we live in to harbor any kind of. I want to have a light heart. I don't want to have anything hanging on me. Okay, so I need to just, from the heart, wish the best, safe travels, and good luck and a great future. That's the best thing. Be with your family and love them and hug them if you can, and that's it. How you doing, Easy Listening Lounge? Nice to see you. Hello, G. Nice to see you. Yeah, there's plenty of toilet paper around. So I'm sure, D, if you want more information, I just hit the highlights. The main thing is he's well, and it was a perfect kind of thing for getting off rather light for the times in the place of Arizona. It ain't Nevada and it ain't California, so I'd say all things considered, he did pretty good there. Tell me you, let's see, Missy Jen is doing good. She's, thank you, Bear Grow. Yeah, I gotta have that outlook. Bear Grow says, I wish more people had your outlook. I gotta do that because I gotta sleep at night. Okay, I gotta sleep at night. I've got to move on and I've got to do my own content. I was sitting there yesterday, was waiting for Missy Jen and just thinking to myself how really lucky I am in life that I did my work, right? I have my security is pretty much intact. It's not perfect. None of us are, but I thought to myself, compared to I'm reading these stories of these poor people that are being bounced out of jobs, these poor shop owners and store owners, restaurateurs that have worked their lives and their fannies off to build something of value, and then the black swan event comes along and just wastes it. And to go down the path now and work with government and loans, and you don't know what kind of shape the recovery is going to be in. And I thought to myself, yesterday, Rosie, you shouldn't be mad at anybody. Okay, you shouldn't be upset about anybody. You should be the happiest person around. So I'm determined to be that person. Eddie, Missy Jen is doing well. She's doing well. I got to keep her contained. We've been maintaining social distancing and making sure we did ride home together yesterday. But just trying to do my best to keep her from not going outside. I've been doing all the dog walking for George and logging my 4 miles a day. For that, there's the phone calls that are hardest to me. Breaks my heart. They're terrible, Gina. I'm not going to tell you what Gina's working in, but she's working in an industry that's going to be at the heart of the reconstruction there. So she's gonna hear an earful of really bad stuff. Hey Jen, how you doing? And Missy, if I missed you, hello. Deb said I'd love seeing San Francisco. I want to be down there on happier times, Deb. There's so much more to see. The hate over that way, I didn't get there, but we got to leave something on the table. But it was a great, great chooch, and I want to thank everybody uh, for that. But when you think about the people that are, and we are really just waiting for, it is like a nation is just waiting, a world is waiting for a hurricane to just hit and pass overhead and be done. We don't know how bad it's going to be. If it's a category 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we don't know what it's going to be. We don't know if it's going to stall and slow down, right? Linger around and be a real pain in the you know what, right? And we don't know if there's going to be another hurricane that comes behind it. We don't know. We do know the magnitude of the economic collapse that's unfolded on the financial world. It always hits the financial world first. Is unprecedented in the history of America. So that should tell you that the events that are coming are going to be unprecedented too. So we need each other. We need to be positive. We need to be affirming as people. Jen has made very great strides. But it was so unreal seeing it like that. It was unreal. Hey, Mr. Dirty, how you doing? Hope you're staying safe down there in the high desert. I walked down that streets of Chinatown yesterday and my eyes bugged out. I'm looking in shops and I'm wondering if some of these shops are ever going to open their doors again. I'm wondering when the tourist bus will come back again. Right? When the restaurants, when the boats to Alcatraz, there's a million things that go through your mind. When will Pier 39 start to serve that great crab and bread bowl? Um, just a million things go through the whole experience of tourism and restauranting and hotels. It was a ghost town. I didn't see a cable car for the first time in 20 years. I've been hanging around San Francisco. No cable cars. Let's see. Guess who's all right. Mr. Dirty's moving back to Vegas. Yeah. All right. Hopefully we can hang out, Mr. Dirty. That would be awesome. See, good news. I had a few people ask me when I got in if it wasn't an early version. It might have been, Kev. It might have been. People trying to apply for unemployment can't get online. I know that, Eddie. I know that. So there's a lot of problems. We have had 10 million people file first-time claims for unemployment in 2 weeks. It's unprecedented. I have to go back to 1980 when I was getting out of college, when people told me you're never going to get a job. The weekly claims for unemployment at that time were like hitting 695,000 or something like that. Okay, and we thought that was a record breaker. Of course, I got a job. Okay, so that was a terrible recession of 80, 81. But I never thought I'd see almost 700,000, and then we're today 6 point some million. Last week's 3 point. We'll be heading to 30% unemployment here. Okay, unprecedented stuff. Okay, GDP contracting like crazy. It's going to be a long slog back. Chooching with, yeah, that would be great, Gina. Chooch with you on the beaches of San Diego, honey. How about that? As we walk, strolling down the beach, maintaining that safe social distancing there. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to seeing. Hey, Sam, how you doing, babe? The CEO, the Chief Executive Officer of all, is in the house. Hail to the chief. Some employers will create an opening if they really like you. I agree with that. I'm worried now that uh, we got this. I've compared it to like a hurricane. The eye of the we're wondering if we're in like the eye of the hurricane or we're just on the leading edge of the hurricane. We really don't know. But I'll tell you tonight when I see on the news, and I do read the New York Times, the Washington Post, Bloomberg. Look at Bloomberg, and when I see that 40% of everybody they test in New York City is coming up positive for COVID-19, I'm like, oh wow, you know. Now, of course, that's people that are getting tested because maybe they feel like okay, something's going on, but it's pretty wild. Some states are running. I think Louisiana is running it 35% or 20%, something like that. Leopard print. How you doing, Teresa? Nice to see you. My dentist canceled my appointment. Yeah, I had my dentist laughed when I said I need to get a tooth checked out. Are you funny? I'm not opening my office for any. You kidding? I don't get virus, huh? You filthy. You go Mexico, all these places. You not. No, no. Dr. Chan, not open office for you. Okay? No. I see you in fall. That was it. So I'm gonna have to go down to Los Algodones down there. They've already laid off people that've been there for years. Yeah. Well, Kimberly, yeah, we don't know, Nellen. There's a chance people could get to get reinfected. That's what I mean. We got to be positive in life. We don't really know. They have that one thing, and there's a certain number of people, and this is terrible. They get what's called the cytonic, cytonic, or I don't know. I don't even know what it's called. It's called the cytonic storm or something like that. And it's this. The same thing happened in 1918 with the Spanish influenza. It's like you can literally, if it hits the wrong person, their immune system can just go batshit crazy, and within 12 hours they can be dead. It's terrible, and I see all these people with masks standing in line waiting to be tested. I can imagine being sick enough to be tested, but having to stand outside in the cold, exactly. So stay safe there, Sam. You got a lot on you. So I think that virus has been around for a couple months, probably. They aren't turning into zombies yet. Yeah, okay. I have to make. All right, take care. Take care, Dee. Thanks for stopping by, and I'm glad you're okay. Lucky Beans, how are you? Nice to see you tonight. So other people get a really weird. Some people get a really bad encephalitis of the brain. It's like it's rare, kind of rare, but it attacks. This virus can also attack the brain and cause weird. Some people end up being, having to undergo other psychological, physiological things because they, for lack of putting it a better way, they kind of lose their mind a little bit. That's how bad this thing. That's how bad that thing can get. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And if you remember yeah, but Las Vegas. If you remember, Woodrow Wilson was president of the United States in during World War One. He declared war in April of 1917, and in 1919, when he ventured over to have discussions with the English and the French after World War One and the Treaty of Versailles and all that was signed, he got sick as a dog. over there and was coughing like crazy, had a fever of almost 104 degrees. And he started to, they thought he was going to die. He started to have delusions, uh, uh, claiming that people were moving furniture around in his place he was staying, claiming there were spies. He could see spies. His whole persona changed after that. Things that he fought bitterly to try to give Germany an easier kind of peace all suddenly went out the window, and whatever the French wanted, okay, it's good. His whole personality changed, and he was just never the same since that. So it was really, really weird. Yeah, the SBA grants are forgivable up to 10,000. That's good. Yeah, let's get some thumbs up, people. I know you enjoy having a little bit of chat to come in and have a little bit of discussion. But I always like where current events intersect past history, and we have a lot of points. We have a lot of great points in history where societies have come across these sort of situations. Hey Jay, how you doing? Nice to see you, Jay Berlin. It wasn't. I don't know. It was a delusion. Granted, he was having hallucinations, and his whole personality changed to more paranoid. And stuff he really cared about a week prior, he didn't give a damn about anymore. He looked like he'd aged about 20 years. Well, it went on. He had a stroke, and his wife ended up, finishing out his presidency for him. But that's a different story. So now, Cajun Kev, where are you? Cajun Kev is in here now. Cajun Kev down in Louisiana, down there, they're getting pounded pretty hard. Hey, Arsemus, they're getting nailed pretty hard down there right now. You were talking about earlier. I remember 3 weeks ago you were like there wasn't much going on and Louisiana was being pretty well spared. Man, they're in the hot zone now. They're in the hot zone now with the cases in Louisiana. So it's quite possible you had a leading edge symptom of that. So. I got my lupus. It's called When the Cheering Stopped. Oh, yeah. All right, take care, Mr. Dirty. I'm really happy in a selfish way that you're going to be back in Las Vegas. So that's going to be pretty cool. You can walk with me, then we can scare somebody else from YouTube. Okay, it doesn't have to just be me and D. Okay, we can find somebody else. Yeah, I think we'll have another round of stimulus. I don't even want to go down the path of how far can you stretch a federal government. I mean, I don't want to go there. But I'm just saying they're already talking about additional things because the scope of the destruction becomes more apparent as every day goes by. There's going to be more people that are going to need more longer term help. France is actually paying people their wages when they're not working. I mean, you don't have to even do the unemployment. They're just, okay, whatever. It's kind of weird. Lots of oranges. Oh, that's interesting. D had a little dust up with the cops in Arizona, and he also had some pretty bad sickness. I actually tracked him down to the infirmary at the jail, so he was in the infirmary area because he was pretty darn sick. I don't know. When I left him in Vegas, I knew he was pretty much recovered, and then he went on to do his sunset things in the evening, and I thought that he was okay. Yeah, he'll go live. He'll go live later. Yeah, I've seen. Hey, Hop Frog, how you doing? Hey, Deborah. Shit, France has the right idea. So does Canada. Well, we're just unprecedented. We just have different ideas in this country. Obviously, there's going to there's going to be a lot of people that are going to need a high level of support for a very long time. Coming up, we're going to strip the economy away to the very core essential of it. All the fluff is going to, boom, be gone. All the services are going to just be gone, except for the most essential. Since the USA kind of weak at the moment, do you think? No, I don't think we'll be attacked, Quirky. I don't think anybody would want to attack. I think they're more fearful of it the other way around. They're fearful that Trump might just lose it and just start pushing, pushing fireworks show. You're fire one. Right? It's just like screw it. If we're going down the tubes, we're taking everybody. We're taking everybody with us. That's what keeps people awake at the White House with one eye open at night, right? Right? Dr. Strangelove. Uh, yeah, Missy's giving out lessons. No good, no good. There's only you and me. The government going to be broke pretty well. We're already technically broke, Eddie. But why let that fact stop the printing presses? No, I don't think so, Deb, because I didn't show any symptom. He was sneezing is not generally a symptom of the COVID-19, and he was sneezing and slobbering all over me, and we're sitting in the van, we're doing hangouts and things, and there was no social distancing at all, and I didn't miss a beat. Now, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a high level of immunity or whatever. But I'm sure he got tested up and didn't have figured out quit not to touch my Reese's. Yeah, Gina, we'll have to talk about. We'll have to talk about. I have to make sure you thought of all possibilities of what may have want to be touched in that situation. There you go. Sugarcane says, I'm staying out of the stores and anywhere public as much as possible. Hey, Mouse Toes, that's what I'm encouraging people to do. If you can stay out of the stores for the next 3 weeks, then I think that you're going to be okay for the surge, at least if you already have it in your area. Now, Nebraska, the Prickett, whatever his name is, the governor, he's not doing the sheltering. Okay, Iowa is, and it's kind of interesting. I don't know why, but I can see now why Dr. Fauci wants to have a national lockdown. Because let's face it, we're not going to stop this surge. You can slow it a little bit. California's done a great job of managing it, but people are they're moving. I mean, people are getting food delivered into their homes, mail's being delivered. I mean, there's a million things that are going on. I live in Florida and believe I had Corona 3 months. I hope we can take a test to find out. Yeah, tripping. I guess you can. I guess you can. I might have a little surprise later on the McNamara channel, by the way. I haven't decided yet, but just change it up a little bit and have a little bit of fun. But I'm not sure. If you want to sit in a car and wait in line, they might be able to test you in a drive through. There should be more testing available. More and more evidence coming out of China, delivering how bad it was really in their country. We kind of ignored that a little bit too here. It's very hard when something happens overseas. I mean, Italy's the one that really started to wake people up. When this country saw what was going on in Italy, that's when the alarm bells. I think our cycles are syncing up. Woo! So H1N1. H1N1 was the variety that was World War I. The Spanish flu was H1N1. The 1957 pandemic was H1N2, and the 1968 Hong Kong flu was H1N3. So there were a couple different variants on that. Yeah, they want people to wear some type of face covering, not necessarily a mask, but a face covering. which I think is interesting. And my cousin up is a big. Oh, okay, sugar cane, sweet. Why is ramen always sold out? Wouldn't want that for my last day. That's what all I got, Golden State. Ask me what I had for dinner tonight. Spicy ramen noodle and a thin sliced deli on 2 pieces of white bread chicken turkey sandwich tonight. uh, so we shall see. There's a lot of people still moving around. There's a lot of activity in our area. I don't see any. Um, I don't know how. I mean, it's if I don't know what to. I'm frustrated, guys, because if you let everybody do what you want, then the hospitals get overwhelmed. If you try to restrain people, then little by little they start interacting with other people, and it just draws it out. And then maybe draws it through the summer, and then it starts to swing up again in the fall. Maybe another mutation of it. So I don't know. Have you ever been on a cruise? I have never been on a cruise, William. Never have. Um, Never been on a cruise before. Something I'd like to try. Thank you, Linda. Nice to see you. I eat raw ramen noodles. I use a scarf when I go out. When we weren't allowed to wear hoodies exactly. So I'm going nuts. I'm like you guys. I can't wait to get on the road, but I need to be safe. Uh, but if Vegas said they're going to go until the end of April. They did not have the light up Las Vegas, the parade last night, because the governor extended the order of protection for the balance of the month. So I did not get to enjoy the lighted parade. I was hoping I would have been able to see that. Hey, Cupcake, how are you? Yeah, I'm stuffed sausage. Day number, what is it? Day number 3 in the Iron Maiden here. I got this. Yeah, it's scary times for sure. Yeah. Yeah, we'll pull it together. It's going to be a long slog out of it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. So my local golf course had 100 people made the news, Sheridan to on 100 people. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun, Deb, to go on a cruise. Wanderlust must be harsh. Well, Susie, more lust than wander these days because it's getting on to springtime, right? And my thoughts turn to yes, God is my witness. I will never cruise again. Do 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 do. That great pullback shot from the hill with the sun in the behind the silhouette, and the camera pulls back. Do 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 do. Then it's intermission time. It'd be hard to go to work being a first responder. Yeah, I don't know. I guess when I had a girl, when I started doing this years ago, I think I'd enjoy a cruise. On there, I don't have a real course at like Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind. It's just the cinches in the front and everything. The seniors should avoid cruises. So. Love that movie. Yeah, that famous shot. Do, 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 do. It's intermission time. Everybody go pee and get your popcorn. What a great movie. Still the greatest movie of all time. Peaked of the 1939, the golden age of Hollywood right there. The peak. Yeah, you don't want to look like a thug with a bandana on. That's for sure. I'm worried. Oh, I'm sure I'd love it. I can imagine how nice it would be. And if I did go on a cruise, I'd want to spend up a little bit just to make sure that I had the best possible experience I could have, and not be down in the engine room, pumping the bilge and foo, because $10 cheaper a day. Went on a booze cruise with my girls. They had snacks and wine. So fun. That sounds good. That sounds great. That sounds awesome, actually. A booze cruise. Yeah, I haven't put my lights up, Deb. I still got it. What do you make with the bag? What do you make with the bags of rice and beans? I have a bag of rice. I don't have dried beans. But when I lived in Hong Kong, that's all I had for breakfast every day was a bowl of rice with a little bit of dried shrimp in it. That was it. Monkey boy. Yep, I look like a bank robber. Gloria Swanson. Yeah. Yeah, Olivia de Havilland's 103. She'll outlive us all. We're our Corona armors. See, Alicia Jones is in the chat. She's my cousin. Hello, Alicia. Nice to meet you. I love your cousin, Sugarcane. He is a doll. Easy no-sew mask. There we go. I'd like to go on a singles cruise. Imagine. We're still together when we can. That's nice. That's good. That's good, Cupcake. So, hello, Alicia Jones. Nice. Instant refried beans are way better. With what seasoning? I just have a little bit of salt and pepper on top of it. I see you, Gypsy Mom. Nice to see you tonight. It's Monkey Boy behaving. Monkey. I remember last time I saw Monkey Boy, he's like, Rosie, you wouldn't believe it. Everybody's locking themselves out of their houses and cars. They're so freaked out by this virus. I'm busier than I've ever been. I'm like, bro, you might not want to be opening. You might not be wanting to open up vehicles. Rosie, I was a ranger. Does that mean anything to you? You think I'm going to be brought down by a virus? 10 hunt. You would love this girl. She did shoot anywhere you wanted. She can beat a grown. Oh, that's it, Sugarcane. All right. All right. We've had a few people get robbed coming out in the parking lot. Guys wearing masks. Oh, man. Amy, that's terrible. That is terrible. Unbelievable. Nice to see you, Carrie Joe. Or go to the rancho. That's crazy. I just worry about opportunists. Hey Eric, how you doing? I have a story coming out tomorrow in the morning shoot you don't want to miss. Especially you ladies out there. Be warned. It's like we got enough to worry about. Now we got this to worry about. So there's Awisha. Thank you, Awisha. Nice to see you. If you let your mods run amok, it could be the end of your channel. What's up, pig boy? I want Pig Boy. I want you to go back. I want you to spell that right. Okay, you've misspelled that word. All right, there's your homework assignment. Nice to see you. Did you watch Coco Peru? No, everybody's talking about the Tiger King or whatever the hell it is. That's all I'm hearing about in the entertainment world. Tiger King, whatever the hell it is. Damn piggers throwing their Corona glove and used tissues in the, ooh. It's like people that throw the, it's like people that throw the condom out the window of the car. It's like, really? It's like, yeah. What's that, Mom? Is that a balloon? She would chooch anywhere. Yeah. She's just strict. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, that's it. No problem, Pig Boy. I hope you're doing well down in the great state of Texas. I saw your president today was in there trying to cut it. Yeah, how you doing, Juice? Trying to cut a deal between the Russians and the Saudis to get the price of oil up. Let's see, I'm just looking on the bright side. I just did a video of Mother Earth, or thanks to Corona. Eric, I saw you did a video on that. They're trying to take your channel down, man. What's that about? What's that about? Meet Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair. Still they're cousins, identical cousins as you'll find. They look alike, and you can lose your mind when cousins are two of a kind. The Patty Duke Show. Boy, do I remember that. uh, yeah, don't get hit in the face with that condom. You just see him walking down here in the hood, man. It's like, really? You couldn't properly dispose of that. Especially in the morning. Patty Duke, huh? Don't need to go up. Them rat bats. How you doing, Craig? Nice to see you. Where Kathy adores a minuet, the ballet russes and crepes, Suzette's. Our Patty loves to rock and roll. A hot dog makes her lose control. What a wild duet. Yes, I still watch some Ozzy and Harriet. I particularly like the Christmas episodes. Yeah, because Ozzy's just so cool. No. Wait a minute, Rick. Let me just settle down. Let me. He was so slow. Donna Reed too. Exactly. I thought Donna Reed was absolutely glorious, just beautiful. Her Iowa good looks there. Yeah, great memory for Patty Duke show. Yeah, my sister never missed an episode of that. We got subjected to that. There was a rule: whoever was in first got to watch the TV show of their choice. When you're riding your bike, condoms are gross. Ooh. Yeah, the honeymooners. It's just the same. It's just the same that they only did one season of the honeymooners. Do. Do you like to dance? I enjoy dancing. I do enjoy dancing quite a bit. I like to tear it up. You can see me at the dance club at the Piranha Club in Las Vegas. That girl, yeah, with Ted Bessel, right? Marlo Thomas and Ted Bessel. Sure remember that. Sure remember that show. Dick Van Dyke, Bewitched. Hey, how you doing? Dave from Illinois. Let's see. Teresa says, I wanted Donna Reed to be my mom. I wanted Donna Reed to be in my bed. That's what the hell I wanted. To the moon. June, you were a little hard on the beaver last night, right? I have a video on my Rosie Murphy channel. It features Hugh Beaumont, who played Ward Cleaver selling Fords in 1950 and teaching a young guy the proper way to work sales. I mean, in those days, they'd call people on the phone, drop by people's businesses and homes, and now they just wait for them to come in. Rosie, train them that way. That's it. Marcus Welby, MD. Yeah, and Southern. There you go, RB Debs. You and I would only know Susie's secretary, right? Great show, the Ann Southern show. Private secretary. Yeah. I don't think a lot of people remember Ann Southern. She was a tremendous comedian. Eight is enough. I liked Newton, whatever her name was, the middle one. I had a crush on her. I can't remember what her name was. No, not Olivia Newton. Her last name was Newton. I don't know which one it is. She had long hair and she was she was good looking. The other sisters, you know, married to what's his face? Yeah, do you know? Yeah, Dick Van Patten. But somebody will tell me what the Newton, one of his sisters, there, Chad Everett. Yeah, Chad Everett was cool. He was cool. He was always kind of a bit too serious. The Bob Cummings show, I do. 8 was enough. Yeah, there was enough seasons of that. Connie Newton, she played Elizabeth. Thank you, Cupcake. That's the one I had. That was my girl. Ben Casey, Ben Casey, the Hardy Boys. Boy, you guys are really taking me. I was in love with Farrah Fawcett Majors. Yeah, she was nice. Charlie's Angels. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't forget the petticoat. Oh man, Billy Joe, Betty Joe, Bobby Joe. Come ride the little train that is rolling down the track to the junction. Mm-mm. Lots of curves, you bet. Even more when you get to the junction. Petticoat Junction. Old Uncle Joe, he's a moving kind of slow at the junction. I loved Uncle Joe. He made it for me. It flipped out that Grandpa Walton was by, and Grandma Walton was a lesbian. Man, I don't even want to go there, Sugar Cane. My mind just can't even go there. World, the song they were singing. Ann Southern. Yeah, she was a great comedian. Donates 100 mil to feed. Good for Jeff Bezos. He can afford it. In Hooterville, man, those were some nice looking gals. You had Meredith McRae and that one with the dark hair, Betty Joe. She was in Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Petticoat Junction, swimming in the water tower. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Move over, girls. Rosie's here. Yep, there's Uncle Joe. Love when you sing and I don't care. Well, thank you, PJ. That's sweet. Green Acres is. Wow, Mr. Douglas. I see Mrs. Douglas has picked out the finest and new furniture that we have down at the general store. Well, that's right, Mr. Haney. Well, I would just charge you just a few dollars to deliver it in, Mr. Douglas. Grandpa Walton. That was Eleanor Gordon, the great Eleanor Gordon. How do you remember all these songs? Overexposure to TV, I guess. Yep, the man from Uncle, Ilya Koryakin. Yeah, Bobby Sherman. I remember all that. I remember all that stuff on TV. All that stuff. Love Gabor. Yeah, I think that was Zsa Zsa Gabor was in it. Yeah, Beverly Hillbillies. I was really lucky. Jen and I found their mansion, the Beverly Hillbillies mansion, and we flew a drone over it. You can see that on the Rosie Murphy channel. Beautiful. The most expensive home in America. If you remember Honey West, then you're old. Carrie, I don't think I remember that one. Blows my mind. Yeah, I can't remember. Wilbur. A horse is a horse, of course, of course. Never heard of a talking horse? Well, listen to this. Oh, yeah, mister. Uncle Joe was cop along Cassie's partner in many episodes. Yeah. Okay, bye-bye, Arsemus. Thanks for coming by. Oh, wow, he lived upstairs from me, Robert Vaughn, huh? Rocky and Bullwinkle. Gee, Rock, want to see me pull something out of my pants? No, Bullwinkle. Hey, Jeffrey, how you doing? Land of the Lost was my old day. That's it. No. Yeah, Dark Shadows. Yeah, that was a weird one. Yeah, 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough. The tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost. The ship struck down on the shore of this uncharted desert isle with Gilligan, the skipper, a millionaire, and his wife, the professor, and Marianne. Yeah, great show. Gina, make the world go away. They the peanut butter Mr. Ed's mouth to make him talk. uh, this has been a Filmways production. Uncle, United Network Command for Law Enforcement. I remember that. I love Dark Shadows. Virginia Graham. Not many people remember Virginia Graham. I remember her big shock of hair. She always had that gray hair. What does the Fed being federalized mean? What does that mean, David Moore? The Fed being federalized? Yeah, that bitch never saw me in her mirror. CEO, me TV. What does that mean? Give me a little bit of a, expound on that a little bit for me. Flipper. My favorite Martian. Yeah, love that. Bill Bixby and Ray Walton. Ray Walston. Buster Brown's shoe. But yeah, Buster Brown lived in a shoe. He lived with his. There's his dog Tig. He lives in there too. Yeah. Wow, that's nice, Gina. He's telling me Lassie gets killed now. Oh man, wow, Cheryl. Yeah. That's funny. Uncle Al, Mork and Mindy. I sure remember Mork and Mindy. Every time I drive through the Robin Williams tunnel coming up from San Francisco, man, it didn't make sense. Night Court was pretty good. Don't see much of Anderson. The Fugitive with David Jansen. Man, we used to watch Mannix, Mission Impossible. My favorite was Hawaii Five-0. I love Steve McGarrett. He was so chill, so cool with Wu Fat and all the great. Man, that was a good show. Cam Fung is Fung Cam. Douglas MacArthur Jr. Book of Dano. Loved that show. And then when I lived in Hawaii for 9 months, it was cool to see some of the locations. He was still alive at that time with his wife Marianne, but he was never a social person. Anderson passed away. Bookham Dano was a great show. It was very hard hit, and it was pretty realistic to me. It was pretty realistic the way that was set up. Gunsmoke with James Arness. Vinnie Barbaros, that was Welcome Back, Kotter. If a private company gets federalized, I don't understand. Yeah, I don't. Under the President's War Production Powers Act, you can take a private company like a Ford or a General Motors, and you can direct them to suspend production of existing equipment and then change over and retool to produce material required for the war effort. So in this case, ventilators and things. So that's called federalizing a company. Make the world defense all do. TV will never be the same. F Troop, that was pretty cool. Bonanza was my, even though it was, I like Bonanza. Hey, Jackie Blue, how are you? Yeah, I liked Bonanza. MASH was great. Cheyenne, do. It's Carlton, your doorman. Love Bonanza too. Love old westerns, yeah. Carmen, Fred Gwynn. I'm gonna get me a beer real quick. chance to stand up with this thing on. Make the world go away. Do 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 do, ba ba boo, boo doo doo, my shoulders. Ooh, la da dee, la da doo. Boo 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 boo, boo boo. I don't think I ever saw. I don't think I ever saw Faulty Towers. I don't think so. Yep. Carrie, my favorite. Barney Miller was there. Got high from brownies. I love me some Road. It was pretty cool. Man, I go back to Mary Tyler Moore. All right, Gina, you take care, babe. We're gonna make it after all. Do 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 do. Yep, have a beer. Wagon Train I liked. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I watched a lot of Missy Jen turned me on to a lot of those. Turned me on to a lot of those westerns. Uh, yes, I hear you, Jackie. I kind of gave a little bit on that earlier. I think Dee's gone live later, so. Yeah, Rhoda's mom was the quicker pick. Nancy Walker, wasn't it? You know who played Rhoda's mom? Oh, no, I heard the Federal Reserve, previously a privately held company, is now a federal institution. Well, it's a quasi-federal institution. It's a member bank institution with branches throughout the. We'll talk sometime about why the Federal Reserve was created and where we might be today if there was no Federal Reserve, and how the Federal Reserve probably put us where we are today. So it's a two-sided coin. It's not so easy. Okay, take care, Justin. Take care. Thank you. Dee is alive. Yep. He ran into the local police authorities. Thank goodness, times being what they are, they just gave him the royal boot. But he was sick. Wanted dead or alive. How you doing, North Shore? How you feeling today? Nancy Walker. Rhoda's sister's richest crowd. She's been voice. Oh, Marge Simpson. I didn't even know that Valerie Harper had a sister. Nice to see you, North Shore. Hope you're feeling better. I'm not right now easy listening, but I'm going to have to this month. I want to do first thing I'm going to do, I worked on a Sony STR, I forget what the model number is. I never did a vintage audio listening experience, so I need to queue that up. We need to clean up the shop one day, and I need to do a video on that and start to build out to the vintage audio again and get back in the path for that. So we still got that HH Scott 232B amplifier, the one that the big cap, electrolytic cap, blew up in the shop that day. We got to redo that. MTM didn't want Mary Tyler Moore, didn't want Valerie Harper because she was too pretty. Well, I mean, was Betty White on that show too? Julie Kavner, she played. Oh, okay, Sugarcane, Julie Kavner, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, North Shore. Well, at least I'm hoping you're feeling better, my friend. So, my daddy looked just like the rifleman. That's cool. Oh, thank you, Easy. So I'll be easing back into the vintage audio listening experience. I'm also, I have a multi-part series I've been working on, discussing radio and the birth of radio and transitioning. And the last one I did was Sister Amy McPherson, who was the first really big, huge radio broadcaster, religious broadcaster in the 1920s. I did her life story. which was interesting. So now I want to do the birth of NBC in 1926 and get all into that and do that. How you doing, Sherry Anna? So I have a lot of things to do that are going to be coming up. Feeling better. Oh, good, North Shore. Thank you, Colombo. Oh, your dad looked like Burt Reynolds. Yeah, vintage audio. So I'll be starting some more of that. I got nothing else to do. Keeping Up Appearances. I love that show. That is so good. My dad looked like Robert Mitchum. I always thought Robert Mitchum was the ultimate, tough guy. His eyes were always kind of closed a little bit, and he had that big barrel chest. Yeah, can't believe Bert's passed. I still can't believe Dinah Shore passed. See the USA in your Chevrolet. Do 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 do. Keeping Up Appearance, great show, great show. Bouquet. I liked Onslow. Rose, Hyacinth, and what was the other sisters? Violet with the polo pony. Violet, Daisy, Rose, and what was the last one? Violet, Daisy, Rose, and Hyacinth. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty cool. What's the model? Vintage hi-fi body. This is a 1961 Motorola 21 tube stereo console. It's considered the finest ever made in the US. The tuner's out now, unfortunately, due to a little bit of a drinking accident on Christmas Eve. It's probably touched off world events today as we have them. So I'm just letting it dry out there before I start to work on it and everything. So Dinah Shore, well, she had her own show. So I got some old commercials I could put up. I put some vintage stuff up on the Murphy channel. You saw the atomic makeup, the girl that's they're using a Geiger counter to check her makeup. So I got to get that thing going again. I figure I have till Christmas. God knows what Christmas is going to be like this year. It could be like rediscovering traditional values again and just old-fashioned kind of Christmas with just a handshake. Good to see you, Uncle Bob. Oh, don't shake my hand, son. We do love to chat. Yes, we do. Oh, thank you, Susie. Yeah, I'm on much earlier than usual because I might get a little dressed up and do a little bit of tonight. Do 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 la da do boo 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 boo. La ba boo 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 boo. Give me an excuse to get out of this sausage ring. Here. Yeah, no handshaking again. Silver bell, doo doo doo. Silver bells, doo doo. It's Christmas time in the city. It's canceled. Look at sugarcane. Maybe the virus will be gone by Christmas and everybody can get laid again. Oh, God. Could be anything from there. It might all change. Yeah, I hope so, Craig. I have a feeling this country's going to be changed for a long time. Bobby's been hunkering down. He's doing good. He's doing really good. He's doing really good. I'm checking in. I offered, do you need me to pick up anything? He's like, nope. I got my beer. I'm all good to go. Get it. Space Girl, that's it, Sherry Anna. A little bit tonight. Do something tonight. Mix it up a little bit. have a little bit of adult fun. You got some explaining to do. Yeah, sing it, girl. Sing all just from behind. Holding my breath. So I don't know. I don't know what the future is going to hold. To expect it's going to be over and the ramifications and repercussions. I mean, the influenza of 19 of the Spanish flu was really a 3-year story worldwide. So we don't know. And that particular pandemic cycled through 3 mutations, 2 mutations after the original H1N1 showed up. So that's what made it very insidious. Part 2 was terrible. 12 bear. Jack, he's like, I get laid too much. There you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm missing summer. Thank God I can still be on the ranch. I can pull out Marilyn and Rosie and do a few things, do some outside hangouts too in the weather. We got weekend's going to be lousy, I'm going to tell you. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, rain, 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 rain. Okay. So I'm going to do some ciabatta bread tomorrow night. That should be good. That'll be good. Like I said, I had a guy in Italy. He's like, Rosie, I want to do a private video for you on the ciabatta bread. It's a nice looking guy. I'm like, okay, I'm game. He sent me the whole thing. Do 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 do. They didn't have the meds. They didn't intubate people back then, so that's the difference we have now here. No family Easter get together. Yeah, we have to fix our problem. And India's, oh my. Bought extra tissues. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was going to sneak out tonight, but did such a long one yesterday. We don't have the Sears catalog anymore in an emergency. Yeah, what are those pubescent boys going to do without the lingerie part of the Sears catalog to look at? Tomorrow I have to go on a quest for toilet paper. I must fill up the gas tank. Make sure you wear gloves and then throw them away. I'm going to make a coconut cake for Easter. A nice, luscious, big fat ass coconut cake. That's what I'm going to do. Make a big fat ass coconut cake. Love a luscious coconut cake. And I'm going to have a big ass slice of it. Get myself fattened up. I've been walking so much. But by the way, there's plenty of that. Cheaper than toilet paper. Yeah. And they ask you, please don't flush them down the toilet. Okay, they're having to clean them off the screens at the sewage place. God knows what. I think you could pay me enough to clean the screen. Hey, Rosie, it's your turn. Oh, Jesus. I can't find baby wipes anywhere. Making me hungry. I had sandwich tonight, and I had some of my noodles. My ramen noodles. Every time I go to the bathroom, my cat comes in here. I told her I'm going to start using her tail to wipe if I run out of toilet paper. There you go. Send me Cheryl's cookies every holiday. So yum. Nice. That's nice. Oh, that's nice. So what kind of, let's talk about comedies that people, how do you know I looked at, Carrie, I always looked at that when I was young. Whose booty's the model for the coconut cake, Kim J or J Lo? Kim K's a little too, I don't know. J Lo is nice. I can't really cotton to Kim Kardashian too much. Just I don't know, just I don't know, just not a lot going on upstairs. Loo doo doo, doo doo doo. Good girl, she looks after me. So I don't know what's going to happen. Trying to think if there's anything coming up tomorrow. Have you ever attempted? I have made red velvet cakes. Yes, I have, Jackie. Yep, I've made red velvet cake before. It's just she's had a lot of implants on it, and it's just going to start sagging down and everything. So meet the Falkers. Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know. They just it starts to get. It's just too outlandishly. Just I don't know. I mean, they'll be like, hey D. They'll be like, Rosie, you're just jealous. You know, you don't have Kim's butt. You're just jelly. You're so jelly, jelly, jelly. You're so jelly, jelly, jelly. Oh, thank you, Sherry Anna. We need to laugh. Yeah, it's going to be delish. So nice to see you, D. I hope you're keeping well. Yeah, it looks like it's just gets to be a bit big. I wonder if those kids got sick. They did get sick, and the ones in Texas too. Donna Reed was simply gorgeous. There was just something very uh, fresh faced about Donna. You could see Donna Reed, the kind you didn't need. She didn't need a bit of makeup. You know, she uh, she was just stunning. It's beautiful. Pride of Iowa. Kim shaped like a guitar. No, we're going to donate a lot of it, Catherine. That's our intention, to donate a lot of the fruit that we get. That's why we're growing all this food. Distorted body figures are not attractive to me. To me, they are to a point, but then it just you know, look like a pear. Yeah, one day. So I don't know. You know, enjoy it while it lasts. I thought J Lo still looked real good. Oh, there's Maybella. How you doing, Maybella? Nice to see you. Uh, I get more like a senator down there. They look to be over 100 people crammed into sloppy joes. Wow. Huh. We got the same situation around here. It's a lot of the Mexican. I mean, every time the guy goes down the street with the candy dick goes down with the treats. The kids are all gathered around, and um, you know it's crazy. Over at the stores, the Dollar Tree. It's like nothing ever happened here. So, oh, thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that. Yeah, please thumbs up if you're enjoying the content. If so, why it looked like she swallowed a sofa. Yeah, she looks real good. 50. So I'm going for the 60s kind of look here. Suck in, suck in, suck it in. Roses were beautiful. Love the oh, thank you, Judy. Yeah, I love the Lady Banks roses. They just come up on the. They just love to climb that fence, and they're so nice, and the neighbors love them so much. They don't have to look at an ugly chain link fence. Donna Reed, mom, she was the mom on the Donna Reed show. She was married to Dr. Ben Stone. Do 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 do. Sloppy Joes do sound good, huh? Oh yeah, what happened to the focus? Yeah. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden it just drifted out there. Hold on a minute. I usually take this thing off of the, hold on a minute. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what. There we go. I think that cured it. Don't know what happened, what drives that. Sometimes it just goes out of whack. I don't know what happened on that. There we go. Brooke Shields' mom sold Brooke to Hugh Hefner at 13. Yeah, it's not so much it hurts. It's just it's got to go down over your hips, and it's more. It's coming up since under my boobs. It's I might have to cut little half moons down here or something. Good night, Dave. Oh, my 18-inch waist said bye after firstborn. Am I clear now? Am I clear? Am I coming through loud and clear? I think I should be okay now. I think I'm all right now. I haven't had a sloppy Joe. Who sang the song you keep singing? Which song is that? Make the world go away. Make the world go away. Ooh. I'm not sure who sang that. Not sure who sang that. Poltergeist. I know. The bullet bras look like missiles. I dip, you dip, we dip. I'm not sure who sang that. Who sang that song? I'm not sure. So ciabatta bread tomorrow night. That'll be fun. Just they were talking about in the news that all of a sudden home baking has exploded in popularity. You're going to see a lot of things come back. Do you know in in the 1950s that people ate out 20% of the time, and in the 2019 they ate out 60% of their meal. Quite a change. So a lot of people are going to have to learn how to cook at home and things. So I'm dying for a Pepsi. Ray Price or Eddie Arnold, yeah. Buck Owens. Buck, buck, buck. Yeah, it's that client. Punked. Ray Price. Yeah. Ah, right. So that's why I'm in kind of like a sausage here, but we'll give it a shot. I got 30 days to work on. Be a virus boomer. It'd also be a divorce boomer too. China, the divorce rate is gone crazy. Let's see. Sugar Cane said, I roasted chicken yesterday, made chicken salad. You haven't found yeast. Well, Craig, you can do some natural yeast. You can do a sourdough. Dad, listen to Ray Dwight Yoakam. Do your own, make your own yeast. I got lots and lots and lots of yeast. So it'll be nice to have some nice ciabatta bread. Something very comforting about that, making bread. So as far as what's happening, we just have to see what's coming up. I know now they're talking about mid-April for the surge, but the surge is going to vary from place to place. The surge in Omaha, Nebraska is going to be way behind the surge in New York City, right? Because you have a governor that's not asking people to shelter in place, and people are just going on about their business and things. So, good night, Eric. Good night, Carrie Joe. Glad you had a nice laugh. Eddie Arnold, make the world go away. RCA Victor format, vinyl 7-inch, 1965. Eddie Arnold, make the world go away. I know this is the yeast you met, right? I mean, I just wanted to say, oh no, you feel awful. I'm sorry, Dee. What's wrong? Prayers for women sheltering in place with an abusive man. Exactly, they're worried about that too. It's like which is worse, the corona or the guy? Terrible. Dee, I'm sorry you're feeling bad, honey. Hey, mutate, come back. Yeah, the 1918 one had 3 iterations of the virus. The first one, which was, it was bad. The second one, which was horrific, and then the third one was just bad. So, third one's with third one's the third one's the one that struck President Woodrow Wilson in Paris, turned him into kind of like a zombie. Some people get that encephalitis, and the brain gets affected by the high fever, and it's terrible. Sugar King, prayers for men sheltered in place with an abusive woman. Yeah, I shouldn't laugh. I buy a big block of Red Star yeast for my baking. Burning bed. How can we dance and the beds are burning? Do 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 do. Going to drive with my girl in a great 1960s memory. That's nice, Carrie. Drive-ins were kind of on their way out when I was, have a speedy recovery. Yeah, Dee, I hope you feel better, babe. Don't know what's wrong. 50 Shades of Get Off Me. I collect vinyl. Nice, Dee. If everyone watched you, they would be less aggressive. Thank you, David. Well, people are. I'll tell you what, David. People are. They're on edge now. I could see it on the streets of San Francisco yesterday. I can tell it when I talk to people on the phone. They're like, Rosie, I don't even know if I'm going to be working here next week. There's nobody coming in. I don't even know if we're an essential business or not. We got nothing. We're maybe the phone rings for 2 delivery orders. I waste more money delivering it than the food's worth. I hear it every day. People are scared like I haven't seen people scared in my lifetime. And I've been through a lot of trauma and a lot of drama. How many here now do you think will be here next year? Worst, you got the worst case scenario, Susie. You got half the country infected. All right. Now we'll be doing testing. As testing goes up, we shouldn't approach that figure, right? But you got silent carriers that are walking around that have no asymptomatic. They have no. It's like birds with avian flu. Birds don't get sick, okay, but they're carriers of it. So we have like zombie people walking around, feeling good, no problems at all. That's the real wild card. Worst case scenario, 100 million, 150 million people get infected. Right now, the death rate's not 5%, it's hovering more around and bouncing between 7 and 10% depending on the country. So let's be conservative, just say 5% of the United States population that's affected. And, what do you get? 5%, you get, 7.5 million people die. Seems like a lot, but 50 million people died during the Spanish flu pandemic. So, I think 800,000 people died in the U.S. at that time. Well, we have a bigger population. But we also have the ability to sustain people now, but I don't know if there's enough equipment. That's why they're building all of these, putting people in the Chicago. They're putting people in the Chicago United Center, and they're putting people in the parking lot in Las Vegas at Cashman Field, and they're doing everything they can. How you doing, Cobra John? Yeah, prediction 98.35. So you take 2%, 2%, so 600,000 people die. Still a lot of people, right? We have 350 million people in the U.S. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not, it's what I was cautioning Dee when Dee was first kind of poo-pooing it that it's okay, so it's like the influenza we get every year. It's not. It's 10 times more lethal. It's a lot easier to spread, and you just don't have enough medical facilities. That's the real pinch. And then doctors and nurses started falling ill, and people start going down. Bad year for life insurance. 3M needs to release the patents for the masks. Yeah, she's surrounded by. Well, sugarcane, I hope she's going to be okay. So we'll see what happens. But you can't have whole sections of the country like Nebraska that borders on Iowa. Nebraska is not sheltering. They're going about their regular activities, and the cases are rising. So, how many people from Omaha travel to Chicago and back and forth and all that? That's right, social distancing and just, I worry about food being delivered in. Told you guys in the pandemic of the Spanish flu, they had whole towns they thought were locked down, and people were still getting influenza because the mail was bringing it in. Despite what they tell you about the government, about mail is safe and stuff that's delivered in for packaged restaurant meals. Who in the hell knows? New York will be a good test case for that. Most people are hunkered down now in New York. Cases are still rising. We'll see. Yep, we need to keep Red Pill around. Yeah. No, Red Pill is on the edge. How you doing, Johnny Wad? That's right. Tomorrow's never promised to anybody on there, so we'll see what happens. That's why I study history so much to see how people reacted before and how lockdowns worked and how quarantines functioned. And hell, that was in the middle of a world war, with all-out production and sick troops being loaded onto troop ships and being shipped out. That had to suck. Yep, R.I.P. The great Rip Torn, throwing the confetti. D is okay. D got nabbed for possession of marijuana and paraphernalia. He'll tell more details of the story, but they just let him go on a misdemeanor charge down there. He was sick though. He was in the infirmary. Yeah, fortunately, we who live in rural areas will be at the end of the curve and have a better chance of getting help with medical. Yeah, 90% they're from pre-existing. I live in do plumbing. Okay, David. Yeah, World War II. No one hoarded toilet paper. Well, they came out with ration books. So, yeah. Bottom line is, some of us are going to make it. That's exactly right. People tried to game the system with ration books and coupons and. Yeah, half a case of toilet paper is not hoarding. But when I see pictures of people leaving Costco and they have a whole big flat cart full of toilet paper, then I gotta wonder what they're thinking. Well, he's actually got good luck, because if the virus wasn't around, he'd still be in the pokey. But he was coughing and hacking. He's like, get the hell out of here, man. Ration books, yep. Uh, do. So we're still on target to get together when things get better in May, hopefully. The weather should be perfect in Vegas by then. Us preppers stocked away N95 masks long ago. Yeah, preppers stocked away a lot of stuff. I sure did. I sure did. Yeah, Carrie says a local cemetery here and many tombstones with death dates of 1918 and 1919. I'm related to me. That's what filled up the urban cemeteries of Philadelphia. You look at the dates, October of 1918. Some ration books left over. Might have to use them. There you go. You might have to. Why? Because there's too much funny money going to be around. All right. People are going to start really complaining because the price of things starting to go up. Yeah, all the folks who laughed at me before, Susie said, they're not laughing at me now. Okay, Sugar, I might be over on the McNamara channel by then. Lock, stocked, and ready to rock. Johnny Wad, that's it. There's Mouse Toe says, easy, no so, make your own mask. There you go. I've been gone kind of light. I'm going to have some beers tonight, though. I'm going to enjoy myself. Gonna have a little laugh. I gotta see if I plug this darn. One of these is plugged in and one of them's not. I don't know. Yep, Deb in Vegas. I listened to you, Rosie. We are stocked. Please avoid, if you can, when this surge wave comes, you don't want to be out with every other person. Depending on your area, is going to probably be infected with this thing. You don't want to be in a supermarket. I mean, you know, the cashier's handling money all day and right, making change, and it's like, come on. We know this virus is so contagious. It's so transmittable. It's amazing. Yep, be checking you out. There we go. I got some sipping bourbon. I might have some tonight. Do a little bit of hoochie cooing. Dim the house lights, have a little fun. Be time to lay low. Yeah, I got 30 days. I'm going to try to make it count. My company's burning money. It's alarming. A lot of companies are. A lot of companies are. We're going to see if the Fed can guarantee everything. Basically, you're underwriting the American way of life here right now. That's why I like to keep an eye on the overnight. I did a little trading in and out today. Make the world go away. Do 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 do. 1 million people infected now. Next virus hotspots: Michigan, Connecticut, Indiana. No let up in Europe's virus lockdown. Trump pushes huge deal to cut oil supply. Boy, I'm glad he's on our team, right? Thanks, old buddy. Make me pay more for my fuel. What a world, man. What a world. Trump's own. Trump's own companies are in talks with Deutsche Bank right now for loans. Good night, Mouse Toes. You take care. Nolo. Well, I don't think Black Bugatti has any issue. Okay, you take care, Craig. You take care. I don't think Black Bugatti has had any issue with illness. His biggest issue is keeping clean. So, yeah, veteran 104 was going home after recovering. Cool. I like to hear that story. How you doing, Kevin? Nice to see you, Kevin C. in the house. Michigan governor sucks. Evidently, that's the word I'm getting. But Trump's businesses are hurting big time, man. Hey, Ginger, I didn't even see you there, honey. How you doing tonight? So, wasn't pimping. No, I'm just thinking, Susie, how I'm going to keep occupied. And I keep talking about cleaning up, cleaning up, cleaning up, and I just, sometimes I just get down in the dumps someday. The news flow, and you just feel like, what the hell's the point? And then other times I feel really peppy. Oh, gold stamps. That's it. You can remember them. That's right, Carrie. They had camel coupons. Yeah, price per barrel is what keeps dollar alive. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, right. China is profiting off of this. It's sad. Yeah, but there's make no mistake about it, Johnny Wad. There is FUKKED as we are here. The other day they tried all that puffery of, well, we're putting the factories back to work, and it's like, yeah, boss, we've been all out, we've been pumping them out for a week now. Where do you want to put them? What the hell do you mean? Where? Send them to the U.S., boss? They don't want. They're canceling orders. What? Are you kidding me? Call them up down in Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City. Send them down there and knock 10%. They don't want that crap, boss. What are we gonna do? We got no more warehouse space. All the trucks are filled up. You want we should keep producing? Thank you, Angus. I think it's kind of funny. The China's is they're as screwed as anybody over there right now. Uh, this, they have a manufacturing base. We have a service base. We just cut people right away. They just gradually trim them away. Do 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 do. Straight up Lars. We get a new welfare card after this. Well, we are a de facto socialist state now. Some people will welcome socialized medicine. It will be a fact of life going forward. So anybody that ever wanted to have nationalized medicine, that dream will come true for you. Do, do, do. Yeah, music does help when they're there with no government hand in it. So what I'm saying, Carrie, but you needed it. It was really bad because banks started to fail, and by 33, people were just they'd reached the end of their rope. Okay, and they'd seen Hoover pass legislation with the Reconstruction Finance Corporation to feed cattle and make sure farm animals remain fed, but people got nothing, and they just, and then he had the Douglas MacArthur and company put down the bonus march in summer of 32, and that left a bad taste in people's mouths. So, better make sure they're real N95, Cobra John. Half the crap they sent to Sweden was all screwed up in the Netherlands. They got a card, no license either. They're not going to start now. It's all kinds of just crappy stuff coming out of there. Yep, Bernie said Medicare is good for all, so you can look. You got that to look forward to. You have the Eddie Arnold song stuck in your mind, my grandfather's favorite. There you go, William. That's the N22, but that's the best they can do. It's close enough. It's only off by about 30%, right? All the flower trees blooming, birds are back. So that's right, Susie. Susie's always looking on the happy side of things. I had $1 million to spend on whores and drug. I wasted the rest. There you go. Ah, that's funny. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. Yeah, some people in Silicon Valley straightened out. I'm in Silicon Valley. Some people in Silicon Valley straightened out those respirators from the government that were all screwed up. The governor of California's thanks a lot, bro. Thanks, but no thanks. All right. All right. Well, listen, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close it down. I'm going to get scrubbed up, cleaned up, and come back. I hope to come back on, do a little space girling tonight, lift some spirits a little bit, have a little bit of fun. So I hope that you will join me there. Of course, it is over 18, adult content rated. So pick your poison accordingly. I want to thank you for those of you who are on a fun chat tonight. Thumbs up. Glad D is back. I think he'll be going live and can tell you more of the scintillating tales of his adventures in Arizona. All right. Have a great one, everybody.